A lot of people make it very confusing explaining how to describe these black notes. So black notes are either a sharp or a flat depending on what note is relative to it. If you're playing a C and you want to play the black note instead, that's going to be a C sharp. If you're playing a D and you want to make it go down a half step, that's a D flat. Okay, so the way that works is this. If we're playing D minor, which is, again, 2 spaces between, 3 spaces between, and we want to play a major, our third finger is on an F. That's an F note. So if we want to go to a major, we're taking the F and we're sharping it. That's what you call it when you go up to here. So that's an F sharp. And the reason that happens is because we're in the key of D. So the F goes to an F sharp. But if we're in the key of C and we're playing a C major chord, and we know it's major because there's 3 here and 2 there, and we want to play a C minor chord, well then, because we're thinking of this as the E, this is going to be an E flat because we're moving down. So depending on what chord we're playing, we're going to think of these as either sharps or flats because it really doesn't matter. The reason we think of it as a flat is because we can't think of it as a D sharp because the middle note in a chord is always a third and a D is only the second note, so it has to be considered a flat. So that's all it is, but in practicality, if you're telling somebody what a note is, whether you call it an E flat or a D sharp, as long as he knows what you're talking about, everything's good. But that's what it means. So this can either be a C sharp or a D flat. This can be a D sharp or an E flat. Not a big deal, and as long as the people that you're playing with understand what you're saying, there's no problem at all.